Hey, what's up? It's Hangin the Mechanic, and we are here with Triumph. Let's go to the press conference right now.
Once again, Mike Levine, Rick Emmett, Gilmore, the return of Triumph. Let's hear it. Give him a round of applause, huh? So, guys, take a seat and get comfortable, I guess. I know we only have a few minutes here. But I'm told you had an interesting road to Rocklahoma just now. Fill us in on why the throngs of press were waiting for your arrival.
Well, we just turned that corner off the highway into the site, and there was this flashing blue and red lights behind us. And apparently the limo driver was going in excess of the statutory speed in Oklahoma. And they kind of went, well, we're going to write you up, but wouldn't talk to us. So we're sitting there, and then they found like the plates were expired, his driver's license was expired, and he had had a few drinks, I guess. Details. So Rick and I get out of the car, open the trunk to get our shit because we called the van was coming to get us. The van was there. This big ass cop comes out and says, "Get your ass back in that car, boy."
And then they found out you were from Canada.
No, and then I said, why? He said, "Just get your ass back in that car." And then we had to sit there until someone from the controller's office here came and rescued us. We would have been there all night.
So the limo driver's still there, but you're here.
Yeah, the car's there and the driver's there. And a tow truck.
Well, you made it here. Welcome, and it's great. I know I speak on behalf of everyone here that it's absolutely phenomenal to have you guys back after all these years. I guess, Gil, why don't you take this one? Right now, after all this time apart, is Triumph back?
Stop fighting.
There's no fight?
Stop fighting.
That's as simple as that? Who reached out to who? Rick, how did it go down? Because I saw you about a year ago, and you said that'd probably be the earliest we'd see a Triumph reunion would be 2009. Obviously, we're in 2008, you're doing a show. Sped up a little bit somewhere along the line.
Yeah, well, we got offers, and things were sort of going so swimmingly between us that we kind of went, well, we can accelerate the thing. And these guys worked really hard. We had rehearsals. I think we've had about, how many do we have to pay Dunlop for? 27 or 28 rehearsals?
Something like that.
So these guys worked really hard to get themselves back into a playing shape, and it happened, pretty quickly over the space of about 6 weeks or something. So when we got the offer for Oklahoma, we went, okay, let's do it. So that's why we're here.
And that's an interesting point for those that don't know. Rick has had a career as a jazz guitarist, playing other kind of music. Rick never stopped playing. Mike and Gil, I imagine that for you was a bit of a challenge to get back into the playing mode of what Triumph was all about as well, right? I mean, I imagine Gil, especially being a drummer that also sings lead, had to be a lot on you to be able to pull this off, I would think.
Yeah, I think that I should get paid double, don't you? It was easy for Mike, he's a world-class athlete, but I'm not. So, I can work a lot harder.
Tell us about the process that you went through, and did you, how did it feel to play these songs again? I mean, you did one show so far in Sweden, so what was it like to be, that was the very first time you're on stage in a very long time. What did it feel like? Did it feel like no time had passed and the magic came right back, or was there some things to work out?
Well, it was, I guess there was a lot to work out. I mean, there was a lot of remembering. That was first and foremost, and then getting the lubrication back in the chops. That took a while, but we basically we kibitzed our way through it. We just made light of it. We had a pail an artificial imaginary pail on the floor that you had to throw a $5 bill in every time you made a mistake. Well, that thing was overflowing pretty fast.
And who paid the most money?
Well,
Rick Emmett, huh?
No, that's not true. I think Mike and I filled it up each a couple of times.
Rick made some significant contributions at times.
It's not just a question of getting your chops in shape. It's a question of a mental thing, and then it's a question of just an ensemble thing, trying to build up a vibe, and your question, there is an aspect of it that's like riding a bike. That there's some of it that comes back. But then again, you know, our brains are all middle-aged. So you get comfortable riding that bike and you forget that you're supposed to be paying attention to shit, you know, and then all of a sudden, you have these whiteouts, and happens to the best of us.
And I imagine the response, I'll tell you what, I've been here, this is day number 3, this is by far the most people that have been in this press tent to see a band. How does it feel, the reaction and the response that you're getting, I imagine, online, the people you meet, what you saw happen in Sweden, and of course what you're about to have happen here. Is it surprising to you? Is it expected? I mean, how do you feel about what's happened, Mike?
Well, you know, the Triumph way of, 20, 30 years ago was always, we start off big and then get bigger. So, I'm not surprised. I appreciate the fact that everybody's here and there's that great interest in the Triumph reunion. But the Triumph reunion was based on the fact there was great interest in the Triumph reunion. I mean, I think we all got sick and tired of the question, when are you guys going to get back together again and play some dates? So this puts an end to that entire question, so nobody from the media can ask us that ever again.
All right, so you guys are going to have your shot at the band in just a second. The last thing I'm going to ask you before I turn it over to the audience, and again, if you have a question for the guys in Triumph, please line up at this mic stand right here, because that is where you can fire away. I'm going to put this mic there in 1 second when I'm done. But, so no one has to ask this question. What's after this? Have you thought about it? New music, more touring, a full tour? What do you want to do? Because this is the only thing scheduled at the moment. Have you thought about it, or are you going one step at a time?
We're going to break up again right after this gig.
Can you actually fight on stage? It'll make for a great press moment.
Well, Chip's been asking, Chip Reggieri, which a lot of you know, he's been asking for that kind of moment so he can really go to work hard.
Well, we may have that tomorrow night, actually, with Warren, so we'll see what happens with that. But no, I mean, come on. Anyway, so, no, really, though, going forward, is just one step at a time, or do you know where you're going to go from here?
We really don't know. I mean, that's, we're, as our agent says, we're available for bookings.
Weddings and bar mitzvahs. All right, I'm going to take this microphone to someone. Rob will put this right at the mic stand, and if you guys can step up again. The band has limited time because they were running late thanks to the Oklahoma police. They got here a little bit late. So we'll only have time for a few questions, and then, again, after the press conference, please, no photos, no one-on-ones, no pictures, no autographs. We ask that everybody exit through that side, right out through the gate. Thank you for your cooperation, because the band does have to get right up on stage to do their show tonight. Triumph coming up, first time on U.S. soil in almost 20 years. Any jitters, any nerves?
No.
Thanks.
Thank you, Eddie.
Hi guys. How did it feel to be going into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame?
The Hall of Fame was very cool. You know, it's being honored by your peers in your country, and the industry actually recognized that we made a contribution. It was quite a humbling thing, I guess. But it's some incredible moments. It was an awesome show, and we had a great time doing it.
All right, about to hit there and ask him a question. What's going on, guys? Hank from T95, Wichita, Kansas. Triumph has always been known for their big light shows. What should we expect tonight?
Go out front and enjoy yourself.
We're going to see a good show tonight. All right, thanks a lot, guys.